going on? Welcome. It's Friday, everybody. It's Friday. Welcome to Family Morning Transformation. Excuse me, with yours truly, DMP Speaks. Now, if this is your first time, welcome to my morning show where I help families transform their lives. So, if this is your first time, let me introduce myself. My name is David M. Pinkston, and I go by the name of DMP Speaks. I am an empowerment speaker. I'm a board certified Christian counselor, and I am a family coach. And I'm also a life coach for ones that are dealing and trying to build up their self-esteem and confidence. Excuse me. So weather here, Atlanta is a little cold. How's everybody doing? How are you doing? How are you feeling? I hope everyone in your family, your immediate family, your teen, your young adult, your family are doing well. I love you guys. I don't even know who you are, but I love you anyhow. And I hope that you have a wonderful Friday, and I hope that you end this week well and strong. First week of 2024 is amazing. So listen, I'm going to get right into this. Today, we're doing part 2 of yesterday. The part 1 we talked about was being mentally disconnected, but it's really supposed to be emotionally disconnected from your teen. So what we talked about yesterday is having that emotional attachment to your child. It is very important to have or to be emotionally attached to your child. We're going to do part 2 today. I felt that conversation was well. It seemed like I got some good feedback from that. Also, from that particular session and that live, I want to do part 2, and I don't want to belabor the time, so this is not going to be elongated, but I want to talk about this. Why are we not emotionally attached with our teen, and why are we emotionally detached? That's what I want to talk about today. Why are we emotionally detached from our teen? And one of the answers that I want to give and explain just for a few moments, and please share this with someone, because there are some families out there that are very, very emotionally detached from their teen or young adult or even their adult child. We have to do better with getting attached or reattached emotionally to our teens, young adults, and even our adult children. One of the answers that I want to give today is we don't think that it is that bad. We don't think that let me say this. We don't feel that we have to be so emotionally attached at times. I don't believe that any parent don't believe that they have to be emotionally attached, but there are parents that are not emotionally attached to the children at all. They're in the home, they're working, they're present in the home, but there's no that conversation, that emotional attachment to that teen, because there are a lot of parents that did not receive that when they were younger. And because they haven't received that when they were younger, it makes it 10 times, 20 times harder to be able to give something to someone that you never had. But let me bust that bubble. Because you didn't have that, mom, dad, that this is an opportunity for you to be able to build that with your child, with your teen. It's simple math. It's not a simple thing, but it's simple math. If you didn't receive that love, that compassion, you have to be able to be open enough, right? To give that to your child. Give them something that you did not have. Give them something that you never had the chance to experience consistently. Because I believe every generation is different, And not only do I believe every generation is different, I believe every generation should be able to get a more of congruence and togetherness and bonding if that prior generation did not receive it. Because you should be able to pour into your child more than you were poured in as a child from your own parent. Does that make sense? So we don't, a lot of times we feel that, oh, well, he's good or she's good. I see them every day and I talk to them every day. But what are you saying? What questions are you really asking? What information are you receiving from them? Because just saying how's school and how are you doing and going about your business is not enough in these days and times. Ask me how I know, because I got a team. I have a team. It is not enough just to ask them how's school going, because you know what they're going to say? They're going to give you a one-word answer, it was good, or a one-word phrase, it was good, a 1 or 2 or 3 word answer, it was what? Good. And that's going to be it. That's exactly what's going to be it. And they're going to say, well, I answered your question. I told you how school was. You got to be specific. I'm just giving you an example. We have to go deeper. And we are not going as deep as we should. We should be going a little bit deeper in our conversations. We should be going a little bit deeper about what they want to do with their lives. Really, really going deeper and finding out what they want to do. What do they want to accomplish? What are their goals? And on top of finding out what their goals are, we need to come up with solutions. This is the deeper conversations. These are because that's an emotional attachment. Because once you know what they want to do, then you got to help them. You got to lead them and tell them what are the steps. These are the steps that you have to do to accomplish that goal. There are many examples in our world. Professional athletes, actors, their parents trained them and molded them to be who they are because they had that emotional attachment and they didn't have that emotional detachment. We got too many families, we got too many relationships that have been tarnished, that have been ruined, that have not been built or rebuilt because that parent was emotionally detached. When that child was dealing with school things and social situations and relationships, they didn't have that parent to go to. They didn't have that father to go to. They didn't even have the mother, and they were in the house. If you are not emotionally attached and you're detached from your child and you don't know your child and your child doesn't know you, there is an issue that has to be resolved, because this is where we're losing out on families in general. We're losing out on family time and family togetherness and family bonding and understanding of one another, because we are so emotionally detached because we don't know what's going on. We don't know what our child or our teen is watching or talking to, what they're involved in, what's going in their ear gates, what's going on, what they're seeing from their eye gates. You don't know what they're saying. They're sneaky, they're conniving, they're manipulative. And why are they doing that? Because they don't have an emotional attachment to you. You're supposed to be their lifeline. Let me say that again. You're supposed to be the lifeline for them. You are the counselor and the teacher and the motivator and the doctor and all of those things, in the home. But if you are not emotionally attached to who they are, right? To tell them what to do, not in a dictator way, not in an authoritative way, but sometimes you might have to be, but I mean, in general, you should be leading them to the right things. You should be telling them, this is what you have to do. These are the steps that you have to take, and you can't skip them. We're not stepping over things to get to these goals, because I see this generation loves everything to be cookie cutter and microwavable, and here you go. It's on the platter. It's not like that, young people. It's not like that, and it will never be like that. But you need somebody to lead you. Now, some don't have that, so they have to go out and get a mentor and a coach. That's great. But I'm talking about the ones that are in the house, or if you're not with the parent, whatever the situation is. You have to have an emotional attachment to your child, whether you live in the home or not. They need to know that they can always come to you no matter what the situation is, and come and talk to you about things that are tough, things that are hard. It is so imperative that we get in these places and start having these conversations and having this change of heart for our teen, young adult, and even your adult child. We have to change these things. Does that make sense? And I wrote this down. Teens are funny. They feel like they know all, right? I'm telling you, my teen, whoop, I'll be like, oh, I'm like, you're not paying attention, because they think they know it all, right? They think they got it all together. But let's be just live in reality, because we do, right? Life be lifing. That's what I be saying. Life be lifing. And because life be lifing, they don't have everything, because they're still trying to figure out who they want to be. They see this person, they see that person, they see this group, they see that social group, they see things on social media, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat. I don't even know how to use Snapchat. I got to figure out how to use Snapchat. Maybe I can help me. But seriously, they still trying to figure it out, and we got to help them. We got to have that emotional attachment and stop being emotionally detached, because the more you become detached, they're going to attach themselves to the wrong information and the wrong people, and then it's going to come to wrong situations. It's going to have wrong results and outcomes, and that blood is going to be on your hands. But it doesn't have to be, if we are more emotionally attached and we want to know who they are, who they're around, because we have to protect them. We are their protectors. Parents, guardians, grandmas, grandpas, we are their protectors. So we got to be involved. Even if they don't want, they still need us. But we need to know them too, because they're teaching us how to parent them. But you got to have more emotional attachment and stop being detached. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Listen, I'm going to show you some information. I have a program called the Family Transformation excuse me, the Family Transformation Program. I should have had me some water. This is to help your families transform, because I believe with better communication, more bonding, more understanding, that every family deserves transformation. And I believe that your family is ready to make that pivot finally, to get you all on the same path. Don't you want that? I know that you do. Aren't you ready for a change? Aren't you ready for your team to talk to you in a comfortable setting, in a comfortable way? That they'll come to you and talk to you about some things that are bothering them, or question about, or they question themselves. You got to build up their self-esteem as well. Don't you want that? Maybe you don't have that access like you want to now, but it's never, ever, and I'm going to say this and I'm done, it's never too late. Act now. Sign up for the Family Transformation Program and see what happens when you get the right information, the right people, right information to change your family around. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Catch me on Monday at 7:30 a.m. And I'm going to be doing on Tuesday, starting Tuesday, and I'm done. Tuesday, January the 9th, I am doing the 30-day live every single day. I'm doing my 7:30 in the morning with Family Morning Transformation, and then I'm coming back at 7:30 a.m. 7:30 p.m. every night starting on Tuesday, January 9th. I'm coming with inspiration, motivation. We're going to hit the ground running. We're going to plow, and we're going to get your family the help. You're going to see some webinars going to be popping up every month. You're going to see some other stuff. I can't even tell you everything because I'm running out of time, y'all. But I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this 30-day live twice a day. Now, you ain't going to just get me Monday through Friday starting on the 9th. You're going to get me twice a day live. I love you. I hope everything goes well. Finish this week strong, and I'll see you on Monday at 7:30 for Family Morning Transformation. This is DMP Speaks. Peace.